Peace, love, and light, my beautiful guys and goddesses. I am Queen Spirit, and welcome to Veggie Me Please. Because you know, and I know, and we all know, Veggie Me Please is all you need. So let's get into it. Welcome, 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 everyone. Are you guys enjoying this new moon energy? The new moon is today. The energy started 3 days ago, and when I tell you I have tapped into it every day, you still have up until the 24th to benefit from this first new moon energy, and it is a super moon. This is a new moon of us planting those seeds. We have been on this self-love healing journey, and we have took out all of the roots and all of the garbage, and we have turned over our soil, and we have nurtured our soil. We have been meditating, and we have been loving on ourselves, and now we're ready to plant those seeds. And that is the energy that we are in right now. So let's get into it. I did write down some notes, y'all, because y'all know I want to make sure that I give y'all the best information possible. And I'm telling you, stuff just be coming at me. Usually things come to me when I am in the tub or in taking a shower or washing dishes. Anytime that I'm near water, all these ideas come to me. So what I have started doing was writing them down as soon as they hit, so that I don't forget. I be having so much stuff to talk about, and then forget to write it down, and then I just have to go off the dome. But I do have some good information for you on how to utilize this new moon energy. This is the first new moon of the year. So we are setting the tone. Y'all hear me? Y'all are setting the tone for your harvest in the spring. Come on now. So let's get into it. Okay. One of the things I want you guys to do during this new moon energy is set intentions and not goals. We tend to set goals that a lot of times we fail at. I'm going to give you a fail way proof. Well, what is the word I'm trying to say? A way that it's not going to fail. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give you a way that you're not going to fail at the intentions that you set. Instead of setting a goal of, I want to lose 50 pounds or 100 pounds, just say, my intentions for this year is to be the healthiest me that I can be. That way, you won't be disappointed. Whatever the healthiest that you can be this year, this second, this hour, this month, go for it. Take small baby steps. Remember, this is not a marathon. This is a journey. You are exactly where you're supposed to be at right now, wherever you're at this moment. So now it's time for you to take the necessary steps to get into the next level of who you want to be. We're planting seeds now, remember that. So don't set goals, set intentions. My intentions is to be the healthiest part of me that I can be. Don't say your goal is to save money or a certain amount of money. My intentions is to be mindful, to be more mindful of how I handle my finances. Because then, even if you save $2 or you save $2,000, you were more mindful on how you spent your money, how you utilized your money. And maybe you saw that $2,000 wasn't something that you were able to save. Or maybe $2,000 was something, or maybe more. But you became more mindful. That way you were able to handle your finances better. So that way you will know where you're lacking at and where you have room to grow at. See what I'm saying? Set intentions, don't set goals. A lot of times we want things to happen just like that. And the way that we fail at every goal that we set is we set unrealistic goals. Or we set these goals and we go hard at it in the beginning, but then towards the end we get tired. Start setting intentions. Everything you do, have an intent for it. My intention for doing this podcast and all the podcasts that I do is to shine light out into the universe, to show you that you can overcome any circumstance that you are going through or have been through. I am on a healing journey. I have healed from my past trauma. I am a survivor. And now it's time for me to hand out the torch and show you guys that you can go do the same thing. God didn't just ordain me and put me through all the stuff that I've been through just so I can shine and my light can shine. No, he did this. We are all the same. He's not going to give me everything that I want and need and not give it to you. Just know that whatever your heart desires, if it is yours. Now listen, because a lot of stuff that we want is not for us. We just don't know that it's not for us because we're still living in our root chakra. We're still living in our lower selves. We're still following the trend. We have no inspiration. We're the inspiration, but we're inspired by other people's lifestyles instead of staying in our own lanes. We have to learn how to stay in our own lanes because what's for them may not be for you, but because you over there in their lane, you don't even know what's for you. Learn about yourself. Definitely get more in tune with who you are, because all of what you used to desire, it might not be what your higher self or your well self really truly needs. A lot of stuff that I had on my bucket list, I definitely have cut it down the more that I grow and the more I get in tune with myself. I just realized what my purpose is. And at first, I'm not going to even lie. When I first started this journey, it was so I can be like, yeah. Even like losing weight. But now it's more so because I love how I feel. I'm so energetic. And I just love for people to be happy, so I want to spread the word. I really want to just spread. I want happy friends. I want friends like me. I want people that can come into my queen castle and we sit in here and we meditate and we play the sound bowls, or we sit and we hold hands and we chant together, or we pray together. We fellowship together. Like, I want that. I don't want to have to try to force this way of life on someone. I want someone to come in already adapted to it, and they can learn from me and I can learn from them, and that's how we grow. It's a give and a take. A give and a take. Don't keep pouring your cups into cups that can't pour back into you. You have to allow your cup will overflow. Let me tell you that. But don't keep pouring it all out into other people's cups and they can't give it back to you. You have to, when you out here and you're manifesting, manifest your soul tribe. Manifest people that are like you, like-minded, high energy. Whatever your thing is. If you like to do tattoos, manifest some artists. Manifest some shops, some business owners, people that are like you. Definitely manifest your soul tribe. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet mine face to face. Like, I mean, mine are just gravitating towards me. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to have a conversation with my sisters and my brothers. I can't wait till we sit and we meditate together and we on the same vibe and we sit up here analyzing the stars and the sun and the moon. I'm excited. I'm super excited. But let's get back into it. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. It's about us. But hold on. How are you today? How are you? I am well. I know you well too. As of right now, you are well. And I am well too. And that's all that matters. At this moment, we both are well. We ain't gonna worry about yesterday. And we ain't gonna worry about later on. Because right now is all that matters. We are well. We are well. Did you like subscribe, and hit on that notification button. Come on now. Y'all know the routine. Like, subscribe, and cut on the notification button so that you can be the first one notified when I put up these awesome, 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 informative videos for you. Okay, another thing with this new moon energy, tap into this energy. Like, this is a super moon, a big moon, and it's in the energy of Jupiter, and Jupiter, you know, is about big things. So it's like I want to absorb as much of this energy as possible. So y'all know I got my crystals. I have my amethyst. Amethyst is definitely good for anxiety. This can be a frightening or a little unfamiliar ride because we're elevating. We've been down for a long time, so coming up, it can be a little scary, but don't worry. You got this. This is what you've been training for. You have been training for this moment. You have been training for this moment. You got this. You okay. You've been singing in the mirror. You've been journaling. You've been daydreaming. You've seen the vision. Don't be scared. You got this. I never forget when I first started on my healing journey, I was meditating, and I know I wanted to be able to tell my story in front of an audience. I did not know how fast it was going to come when I seen it in this meditation. And my cousin had passed along one of my videos to a beautiful young lady, and she hosts women's conferences once a year. And she asked me, can I come and be a speaker? Mwah. I have never spoken in front of anybody until I started doing these podcasts. So I was a little nervous. But when I got up there, honey, it flowed. I got a standing ovation. Y'all better celebrate me. I had everybody going around saying that. Like, y'all better celebrate me. Honey, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. Celebrate me. Give me a round of applause that I overcame my tragedy. Okay? But yes, honey, don't be afraid. It's going to be different. But I promise you, you're going to love where you're going. Just keep on planting those wonderful good seeds. Next, I want you guys to definitely get into your positive affirmations. I am protected. I am safe. I am wealthy. I am successful. I am creative. I am all good things. I am a joyous person to be around. I am all these wonderful things. Get into saying I am. Definitely start speaking your I ams out in the universe, because your words are those are your seeds. Those are your creations. Start speaking those out to the universe. I don't know if y'all remember, but I do have my grateful jar. And I just stuffed it down yesterday because it was over full. And I started back to putting my little sticky notes on what I'm grateful for. Find something to be grateful for every single day of your life, because that is how God and the universe sends those things back to you 10 times fold. You have to be grateful. You cannot be around here complaining about everything going on in your life. You have nothing to be happy about? Nothing? Not even the fact that you got up? Like, you would have rather not have woke up? You're not even happy that you got hot water. You're not happy that you got a sandwich. You ain't happy. You got to find something. You got all your teeth. You got some of your teeth. Like, be happy about find something. And if you only can find one little thing to be happy about, every dang on day, I want you to speak, thank you, God, for this one little thing. And I promise you, you can come back to this video and tell me, Queen Spirit, you was right. I promise you, you will start generating more things to be happy about. But please, 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 stop complaining. Stop complaining. Find a silver lining in every situation you go through. Every situation you go through. Like, I tell my husband all the time, ain't no use of crying over no spilled milk. The milk is already spilt. You can't, it's spilled. What you gonna do about it? The only thing you can do is either pour you another glass of milk. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Don't question it. Just know that whatever is for you is coming. I promise you, it's coming. Just be grateful for right here and right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, I'm so grateful for all of y'all that are watching this podcast, because I know I am giving you some positive information that's going to trigger something in you to say, I'm gonna see what she's talking about, see if it's gonna work. And the way that you keep coming back is because you're gonna see what I'm saying is working. You're gonna see that what I'm saying is working, and you're gonna want to know more. So I am totally happy and grateful for each and every person that watches this podcast. I am, because honey, y'all gonna be my soul tribe. Y'all gonna be my new friends. Yes. And I'm excited. Y'all might even be some old friends, but y'all always knew, because I don't know y'all. Even if you were someone that I knew in my past, I don't know this version of you. I can't wait to introduce me to you. I introduced my mother the other day. Sent me a text. She was showing me some things, and I was like, oh my God, mother, that's beautiful. And she said, how come everything I send you, you say is beautiful? She said, where is my daughter? And I said, I'm right here. Hello, my name is Spirit. Nice to meet you. But it was beautiful. It's just I seen the beauty in what she was going with, what she was doing. And even if it wasn't my style, I felt the beauty in what she was trying to portray in it. So it was lovely. It was beautiful. And so, like I said, just keep at it. Keep on your journey. Just know that there will be things that's going to come into your life to try to distract you. Be so headstrong about this journey that you block out all of the distractions. I don't care what it is. This is about you and your destiny. I tell people this is my legacy, a part of my legacy. So I know I don't play about me and anything that got my name attached to it. And it ain't about me failing or feeling like I might fail or what people gonna say about me. No. Because I know I'm successful. I know where this is going. I got the confirmation. I'm letting it go through its journey. So I'm not in a rush. Because the thing is, the end result, I ain't got to take no shortcuts. I ain't got to settle. I can truly be proud of my accomplishment because I took my time and I got here. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we too quick to sit up there and want to rush and get things done. So we try to take the shortcut out. And a lot of times it's not healthy. A lot of times it's not worth it. And a lot of times you sit back and be regretful of it after you did it because it's not what you truly desired. I used to be that person as well. But I've learned to take my time and let things marinate and manifest in its own way. And when it does, it's so much better. It's so much better. And it was I'm tongue-tied today, y'all, for real. It was well worth the wait. It was well worth the wait. We have to learn that everything happens in divine timing. I mean, you can try to rush some things through, but it might not be what you truly want. Some things need to sit for a while. God's still working. He's preparing it. He happen to build you a soldier or an army to protect all of those riches that you are requiring. The army ain't together yet. It might not be a bank big enough to hold all that you about to have. It might not be a house big enough to hold all them wonderful children you finna have. Or the neighborhood. We don't know. We don't know, but it's going to happen in his divine timing. If you've seen it, if you're able to think about it, you are already creating it. And honey, I have created a wonderful lifestyle in this head of mine, honey. When I tell you, I have created a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lifestyle in this head of mine. So I know it's coming. I'm not in a rush. Because when it gets here, actually it's already here. It's just waiting on me to get to it. So once God and the universe move me over there to that section, I'm ready. I'm totally ready. Another thing I want you guys to do, definitely get into journaling. Here is my journal. I love this journal. It starts each day with a grateful heart. I have some amazing stories in my journal. The way that I journal is, and I know a lot of people think it's hard to get into journaling. It really is not. It's basically, I started off just by saying, Dear God, Dear Most High, thank you. I always start off with saying thank you. Thank you for a beautiful day. No matter what the day happened or transpired, I always say thank you for a beautiful day. And then I just start saying what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that you protected me throughout the day. I'm grateful that the sun came out and I was able to sunbathe. I'm grateful that I had water, and I'm grateful for the tea that I drank. I'm grateful for the food that I ate. And just from being grateful for all those things, then I would start flowing into my imaginary creation. That's my pot. You see I'm circling in my pot. I'm putting in my creation. And I start talking about my restaurant or my podcast and who I had on my podcast and who sang the intro, or a vacation and the restaurant that I ate at on vacation. Like, that's what I start manifesting my future. And I don't go back and reread it because I already know it's going to happen. I write it and I forget about it. I cannot tell you half of the stuff that I wrote in this book because I don't want to sit up here and to be worrying when it's going to come. I trust and know that my God is going to give me everything that I have wrote. If I haven't already gotten it, like I said, I don't even go back and reread it because once I write it, I already know. And so it be. That's it. And that's it. So, and I have several of these, but this is my favorite one because I love what it says on the front. So definitely, I want you guys to get into journaling. Even if it is just, you just writing that you were grateful that you woke up that morning. It would eventually start flowing and want you to create a different reality. This new moon is the moon that you are able to create your reality. The reality that you previously had, we got rid of that. So now you have the ability to create your own reality. Start with those little notes in your journal. What does your perfect day look like? If you can't think that hard of a perfect day, what would a perfect breakfast look like? What would a perfect lunch look like to you? What would a perfect date look like to you? And then start flowing. What would your perfect job look like to you? What would your perfect closet look like to you? Oh my God, my perfect closet, definitely a walk-in closet. I definitely would love to be able to walk into my closet and actually see all of my clothes and my shoes versus having to, and I'm truly grateful for the closets that I have, but my perfect closet would definitely be very organized and very vision friendly, the way I can just go in, because I have a lot of stuff that I don't even realize that I have because it's in boxes, and then I'll be looking like, oh, this is not looking like, oh my God, I forgot I had this shoe. So definitely that would be my ideal closet. So I will write about that, and it'll be like in a story sense, like, yeah, I walked into my beautiful walk-in closet and I had because I had a dinner date with Barack and Michelle, and they wanted me to come in and counsel them and just love on them because they are on this self-love journey, and they visited one of my couples retreats, and I mean, I go deep. You have the ability to do the same thing. Definitely get into your journaling. That is your best friend. Also, start a garden. Buy plants or do some yard work. I want you to get used to nurturing your garden. I know some of us live in an apartment, so if you don't have the ability to make a garden, then get you a plant. I am fortunate. When I did have an apartment, I had a really nice patio, so I was able to deck my patio out with a lot of plants. Now I have a yard, so I am going to start off small. I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I am going to I'm going to dig me up a small patch, and I'm going to plant me some seeds in my garden. But I want you to get used to nurturing your garden, your personal garden. I want you to look at that plant as yourself. You are no different than that plant. So you're going to water that plant. You're going to make sure that plant gets plenty of sunlight. If that's the kind of plant you got, make sure you read the directions. Don't sit up there and put that plant in the sun, and it's supposed to be in the shade. They have those kind of plants. So whatever kind of plant, make sure you read the directions on it. Get to know your plant. Talk to your plant. Look at your plant as it is you. How would you love on yourself? How would you take care of yourself? How would you want somebody to take care of you? When I used to be, a CNA, I took care of my clients the way that I would want someone to take care of me. Because I always thought about karma. And I always said, and I've seen some things in nursing homes, and I've seen some things, let's just say that I wasn't proud of seeing, because that's not the type of person that I am. But it's like a ethical code. I did let my supervisor know, but once it went past that, it was nothing. It was like it was looked over. I've seen some things, and I just knew that they was gonna get theirs in the end, because one day they gonna be old, and I just never wanted to have to rely on someone else taking care of me, and I would have to worry about any kind of abuse, any kind of theft, any kind of anything. So I tried to make sure that I took care of people. How, if I was that person laying in that bed, or if I was that person that needed my assistance, how would I want them to treat me? And I always treated them with unconditional love. When I tell you, I overloved on my patients. I did, because like I said, I just looked at it as if it was me, that's how I want somebody to treat me. So definitely know that whatever you put out here in this universe is going to come back to you. And with this full moon and this Jupiter energy, we always want to make sure we're putting out positive out in the universe, because that's what we want to come back to us. And that's why having a grateful heart, that's why saying your positive affirmations, your I ams, finding something amazing about yourself, your atmosphere. Let me tell you something. We have the power of change. If you don't like where you're living at, if you don't like your space, clean it up, declutter, move some things around, open up a window. Sometimes you just need to let some fresh air in. I am a stickler about opening up my windows. I don't care if it's cold outside or not. At least when it's cold, once a week. I got my windows open right now. That's why I got my blanket. Because I believe in getting some fresh air. You have to let some fresh air in. You cannot keep continuously inhaling the air that's just in your home. You have to go outside in nature and breathe. A lot of reasons why we're in a rush is because we're anxious. We have anxiety. We don't think that we have enough time to get what we need. That's why we're in a rush to get it. That's why I said it's not a marathon, it's a journey. You have to be able to trust that no matter what, you're going to get whatever is yours. Nobody can take what's yours from you. Period. If you're supposed to have $1 million, you're going to have $1 million. If you're supposed to have 7 kids, you're going to have 7 kids. If you're supposed to have an amazing husband and an amazing wife, you're going to have an amazing husband and an amazing wife. But if you're not, be okay with that. Be okay with if you don't get it, it wasn't meant for you to have, because believe you me, God got something better than that. I know you don't think it's nothing better than $1 million, but it is. How about 1 million acres? How about a $1 million business? How about something that's going to keep on generating millions and millions of dollars? You ain't just got to give me $1 million. Give me something that's going to keep on generating millions of dollars. So that way, when I'm gone, my great-great-great-great-grandkids going to be millionaires. See what I'm talking about? So don't be so hung up on what you think you might want. Just work on being the best part of you so that way you can get what God has in store for you. You don't even know what he got in store for you because you're too busy worrying about what you think you want. You ain't eating right. You ain't exercising. You ain't praying. You ain't meditating. You ain't sitting up there being creative. We are creative beings. I remember we used to be in school and we sit up there and I used to be so envious of the boys. They always knew how to draw better than me. So I went out as an adult because I didn't think I could draw. But as an adult, I went out and I got me a paint set and I started painting. And I make some amazing that people actually ask me for my paintings. You never know. It's probably a art dealer out here that is looking for the next best thing to sell to one of their $1 billion clients. And you could be the one that's holding the paintbrush. But you too busy on Facebook and on Instagram. That's another thing. We have to invest in ourselves. Yesterday, I saw myself literally scrolling on Facebook. And something clicked to me and was like, all this time you sit up there scrolling on Facebook, you can be doing videos and promoting your own platform. That's the platform that you asked for. And I started feeling bad because I was like, dang, this is a part of my legacy. How come I'm not more invested in it? So I had to start giving myself a pep talk. Your podcast is important. You are important. You are an inspiration. The people need to hear you. The people need to see you. I had to motivate myself. It was like, come on, coach, get in the game. Because it was like, we spend all our time looking at somebody, and that's how come we don't know who our true inner selves is, because we, like I said, we too busy in somebody else's lane. I'm not saying don't get on Facebook. I mean, you have to, because you have to look at my reels. I'm not saying don't get on the internet. I'm just saying everything has to have balance. If you're seeing that your days and nights are being consumed with just that, and you have not invested anything into your personal health, not even your business, your personal health. Did you go outside and get some fresh air? Did you go get some sun? Did you meditate? Did you do anything? What did you do for your best self? What does your best self look like? What does your best self feel like? Those are questions that you need to start writing in your journal. So that way that you can meet that person. You know what your ideal self looks like, what your ideal self feels like. And believe you me, I know you do not believe this, but you can accomplish all of that with just yourself. You don't need a surgeon. You don't need a psychiatrist. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with having a psychiatrist, because some people do need extra help. I would definitely love to have a conversation, not with a therapist, but maybe a spiritual, someone who's on the same journey as myself, because I'm always willing to learn. So shout out to the therapists that are on a spiritual journey, and that understands where I'm coming from. I think that everybody has a place, and I would definitely be open to talking to someone who was, like I said, in the same on the same spiritual journey, or even the same spiritual realm that I'm in, so that way they can understand where I'm coming from. And like I said, I'm all about receiving all the wisdom that I can, so I'm not knocking anything. But you don't need any of that if you just tap into yourself. We have the power. We have the power to be a therapist. We have the power to be billionaires. We have the power to be a president. We just have to tap into who we truly are. We were not just brought here just to be here. That's not the type of God that we serve. That's not our Most High. He just don't dump stuff down into the universe and say, okay, now go ahead and just be here. No, we were created for a purpose. We wasn't created to suffer, to be sad and be depressed. No, those are not even traits that God has. Happiness, joy, success. I mean, we're supposed to be living life, not allowing life to live us. So we definitely have to just tap into that aspect. Start living life. Take a chance. What's the worst that can happen? You found out you didn't like it, it didn't work, or you had an amazing, amazing experience. We're going to have to learn to trust our intuition. And the way that you start trusting your intuition and tap into the intuition is that you have to meditate. You have to. Start getting into listening to sound bowls. I have my sound bowls right here, y'all. I have one for my root. I have one for my heart. And my sound bowls. I have my diffuser. I got my Himalayan salt lamp. I'm like, I got my candles. I got my crystals. I'm like, whatever I need to be the best part of me, I'm all for it. I'm doing yoga. I'm meditating. I'm journaling. I'm sunbathing. And we have to be okay with doing things that we are unfamiliar with. Like I said, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? When you go out and you sunbathe, don't overdo it. Like I said, this is not a marathon. It's a journey. So I don't want you to, get overheated from being out in the sun. I'm not saying the sun can't be harmful, but the sun is good for us. But if you overdo it, it can be harmful. Just like with anything, even water. Water is powerful. But if you drink too much water, it's not good for you. So everything in moderation. But definitely go out and get some sun. Definitely go out and get some fresh air. Sit up under a tree. Hug a tree. Hug a tree. Sit up under a tree. And just be in your thoughts. Clear your mind. Walk away from your phone, your TV, your tablet. Have your one-on-one time. I am a whole Mary, and I appreciate my husband allowing me my peace. And I ain't got to just take it. He allows me to have my peace. He knows when I come into my queendom and I close my door, or even if I have it open, but most of the time I close it. But he knows that when I'm in here, oh, okay, I'm going to leave you alone, let you do you. Because when I come out, I'm a better person. I feel it. I'm happier. I'm more energetic. I'm more loving. I'm more caring. And he's definitely loving that. But I'm just, I know what it feels like to be at the bottom. Now I am embracing the top. I am embracing the top. I'm not worried about looting things. I ain't worried about looting things. I'm not worried about money and buying things. No. I'm worried about my roots and my wings. Because I'm a fly. I'm a fly. I'm free. Yes. Yes. My root and my wings. That was the quote that I was looking for that my own girl had posted. People too worried about looting things instead of the root in their wings. So, definitely in this new moon energy, take time for self, learn a new hobby. You're never too old to learn something new. Never, never, never. You never know what interesting thing you might tap into that you might enjoy, and it could be your next $1 billion idea. You never know, but definitely get creative. The habits that you form today will be the habits of tomorrow. I know that growing up, a lot of the habits that my mother had us doing stuck to me. Even to this day, I was cleaning up today, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, this was something my mother had us do every Saturday. We had to clean up every Saturday. It was like a thorough cleaning every Saturday, and I had my kids do it every Saturday. And here I am still doing this every Saturday. Now, is this a habit that I want to change? Probably not, because, I mean, I enjoy it. I love that when the energy flows. So Saturdays is my days that I clean up and I allow the energy to just flow. But some of my habits, the habits that I grew up on, I do change, and I have changed. So because I know that some of the things that I were taught wasn't healthy for the person that I am now. And I don't think it'd be healthy for the generations to come. So I am forming new habits, putting out new ideas, and I'm showing a different way. The one thing about it is we have the power of change, and we can change our minds and our thoughts. And like I said, it's all about going out here learning and taking a chance and trying something new and finding out what works for you. I'm going to tell you what works for me because somebody told me what worked for them. And then I tried it and it worked for me. So I'm just passing it along. Some of it I mixed it up. Some of it I did a straight shot, no chaser. But whatever it was, this is what worked for me. And that's what I want. I'm going to give you the blueprint. You don't have to follow the steps exactly as I tell you. But you can utilize some of them as footnotes and then put your own spin on it to make it work for you. Okay? Because we are all unique. We are not the same. We come from the same God, but he made us all different. So what might work for me, my way, might not work for you. But if you twist it around, it just might work. Okay? Take time to breathe. Always get time to breathe. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. From your music to the TV that you watch, to the videos that you watch. Just try to make sure that you listen to things that's going to keep you uplifted. You are, like I said, we have uprooted our garden. We want to plant all wonderful things in our garden. We don't want to replant negative energy in our garden. So we're going to have to change up the music that we listen to. I know y'all like that. I mean, even me, I be in that gangster mood. But at the end of the day, that's not what I want to be about. I want to be about peace, love, and light. I truly do. So I listen to music like that. And there's some really good artists out there. Londrell is amazing. I love him to death. Wale is another one. Jeremiah is another one. You just have to kind of pick and choose through some of the songs. But they have some really good stuff. Even T-Pain. T-Pain got some nice stuff. But you definitely find your niche. But look for stuff that's going to keep you inspired and keep you uplifted. Definitely look for things, even if it's about money. Lil Scrappy, that song he got, I think it's called, what is it called? Money in the Bank. I think that's what it's called. But I know that's my song. That's one of my songs. A Millie by Lil Wayne. That's my song. When I be in my money, you know, I'm getting money, my wealthy. I listen to songs like that. But like I said, just be mindful of what you feed your soul, because what we're putting in this garden now is what we're going to have flourish for years to come. And we do not want to produce rotten, negative energies. We only want to produce positive, joyous energies because that's the energy that we want to stay in. We want to enjoy this life. We want to be happy. We want to be joyous. We want to be love. We want to be peace. No stress. And we want to have an amazing time because that's the type of people we are. So let's get back to that. Enjoy this new moon energy. Be creative. Have a ball. Right? Manifest your entire life, your destiny, and make it amazing. Think big. Think big. I'm telling you, you can have it. Oh my God. Like, I am literally sitting in a queen tent that I have made for myself. And I am ecstatic about it. I love it. My husband loves it so much he want to get him one too. But we have to learn how to do things that make us happy. And whatever it is that makes you happy, no matter how big, or even if you think somebody gonna think it's stupid, I don't care, honey. I sit up here and I color because it makes me feel good. Do what makes you feel good. Tap into that inner child. Tap into your imagination. Have a ball and enjoy this new moon energy. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace, love, and light.